Hey folks, this is Jeff at Wickedoil.com. It is Saturday, August 26th, I believe it is, 2023. I've had my Harborfrieght gas-powered air compressor for a couple of months now. See, this thing's supposed to have 18 point something CFM. I don't know if it has that much. I don't have any way of checking it. I can tell you that it has plenty of air for me, and I've run a 1-inch impact off of it. I use my truck for work, and I get a certain allowance for using it for work. And there are days when I don't use it, but most days it gets fired up 2 or 3 times. When my battery powered tools won't do the trick, I have to fire this thing up and do the job with my Ingersoll Rand 1/2-inch impact or something like that. The only thing that I have noticed that I'd like to make a point of is the reviews on this, which is kind of what stopped me from buying it in the beginning, was that people were complaining that shit was falling off of the compressor, like the muffler and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you that when you buy something, especially something like this, Harborfrieght or someplace like that, you got to go over everything and make sure all the bolts are tight anyway. I mean, that's the way it is with anything. So anybody who thinks they can just go buy something like this and they're never going to have to do any maintenance to it, well, I'm here to burst your bubble, okay? That's not how it works. I did put a reel on from Northern Tool. This thing, I can't remember. It's a little over a gallon. Maybe it's 1.5 gallons. It's not very big on the fuel tank. It should have a bigger fuel tank if you're going to use it a lot. But as you can see, I keep a 5-gallon can there. No, I don't run it when with the can sitting there, because the exhaust is right there. So anyway, it's a 30-gallon tank. It has a pull start, and I have it hooked up to there's a big battery in that box over there, which is made for running the lift. So it's a nice, easy source for power. Does not come with oil in anything. You have to get the oil after you, or when you buy this thing. Let's see, I'm running Amsoil in it, in the engine and the compressor. That little window on the bottom of the compressor right there is how you check the oil on that thing. I'm going to put a bigger air filter on. But that's good for now. Now I have mine set up. I made a manifold setup right there so that I don't use the same kind of air hoses, air connections. I believe this is the S type, or maybe it's the T type. I don't remember. Anyway, I don't use this type that most people use. I use the good kind. And this is the common kind that comes with everything. Everything you buy that comes with air fitting comes with this style on it, and they don't last very long. They leak and they, nonstop. Anyway, got a regulator and a separator on there. So I've got about, let's see, I paid $1,900 for this, and then I've got, I got 100, almost 100 wrapped up in the manifold part with the pipe. And then that right there, that reel was 100 and, I think it was 170 out the door. And I've already had to replace it because the spring broke, because some jackass at work decided to use my reel, and it was 10 feet from my truck, what he was working on. So he pulls out all 50 feet of that roll and broke the spring. So now nobody gets to touch that. Because if somebody touches it, I'll beat their ass. So unless they want to give me a $175 deposit. So anyway, I will say when I got it and I went around everything to make sure everything was tight, the muffler wasn't loose, but it could be tightened up a little bit. It could. And honestly, you could set this motor doesn't have a filter on it, but there's a guy online showing how you could set up a filter on this thing to run right out of the drain and then dump it. You know, you could have a entry point into the valve cover. And I mean, honestly, you could set that thing on a timer to run after you turn the engine off, so you don't have to worry about starving the engine or anything like that. And it would just sit there and recirculate oil and filter it. So should you do that? Do you need to do that? I don't know. That damn motor doesn't hold very much oil, so adding a reserve tank, which would be your filter, would add oil volume to the engine. So, but other than that, I haven't had any problems with this thing. Now, of course, there's always a chance that I just got a good one and somebody else got a lemon or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it's like that with anything you buy. But I will say that so far this thing has not given me any problem. It starts easy. It provides plenty of air pressure. And you know, if you're gonna spend this much money on something, put good oil in it. I mean, run just some regular stuff from the parts store or whatever in it at first. Go through the break-in, but then put some Amsoil in, or if you don't want to run Amsoil, run some Royal Purple, or run some Mobile One, something that's premium. Now, of course, I want you to run Amsoil because I'm an Amsoil dealer and I want you to buy from me. But whether you do or not is irrelevant. But anyway, that's it. That's my spiel. Now, like I said, I've only had this thing a few months now, but I don't really see that I don't think it's going to give me any trouble. And if it does, I'll deal with it. And no, I didn't buy the damn warranty because I'm not spending $500 on top of $1,900 plus tax. Just screw that, okay? Anyway, if I'm gonna spend this kind of money and I think I need to have a warranty, I shouldn't be buying that. I mean, it comes with a 90-day warranty, but you know, seriously. Anyway, that's my spiel. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.